So welcome to today's video. Like I said in the Kusakabe Harmonia set video, we will also do a video to the Kusakabe Harmonia Plus granulating watercolors. I will leave a link in the description box below to the Harmonia set review. And I will also link the Kusakabe single pigment sets in the video description box below. We do have all the information about the pigments, about light fastness. We have the names in English and Japanese, so there's no problem to read which color is which. We have, I think, 10 milliliter tubes. And the reason why I did pre-wet this color and then didn't swatch it is because this is the only color which contains mica powder, so it is a very glittery color, and I didn't want to contaminate all the other colors with the glitter, so we will swatch this color as the last one. And we will start now with the second color, which is called Caribbean Azul. It is a mix of 3 different pigments. We have PV14, which is cobalt violet. This is definitely by far the most expensive pigment we have in watercolors, in the regular colors you can buy from industrial bigger brands. We have the PB15 column 3, which is a cobalt blue, a phthalo blue green shade. It was so with my brain to with the cobalt violet. So phthalo blue green shade, and we have a phthalo green blue shade, which is the PG7. So we have a phthalo blue, a phthalo green, and the cobalt violet. The color we get is a lighter kind of blue, which granulates. We don't have any visible color separation effect here. I think the amount of cobalt violet is not very high, and we have with the cobalt, with the phthalo pigments, we have 2 pigments which are super high in their tinting strength, and we have the cobalt violet, which is super low in the tinting strength. So it basically just adds granulation to the color and not give a lot of color separation. Then we have the next color, which is called Drift Ice. This color contains white. It is one of 2 colors in the set which contains white, so it is quite opaque. It is PW6. Then we have PV15, which is ultramarine violet, so a lighter granulating violet. We have again the PG7 and the PB15 column 3. We do have here a visible color separation effect between violet, blue and green parts. The granulation is not super strong, but it is strong enough that we at least get a beautiful color separation effect here with the color, but you will only see it when the color is completely dry, and while it is still wet, it just looks like a opaque kind of blue, like a little bit like a periwinkle blue. So the next color is Lime Sparkle, and here we have a granulating yellow pigment I absolutely love, and we will see here in various colors, and this is the PY159 Zircon yellow, which we also know as Volcano Yellow from Schminke. The color is also offered from Kusakabe as a single pigment color, which you can see in the single pigment set review. That is why I will link it in the description box below. And it is also available from Winsor & Newton, but the version which granulates by far the most is the one from Schminke. So if you want a very strong granulating one, I recommend getting this version. Definitely an absolute recommendation as a single pigment color, just because it is basically the only super strong granulating lemon yellow which has a perfect light fastness. So if you are into granulation, definitely must-have color for me personally. The second color or pigment used in this color is PG7 Phthalo Green Blue Shade. Then the color I swatched just now is the only color which has a pigment which is not good in light fastness. All the other colors have pigments in it which are perfect in light fastness. So the gold citrine is the only color which is a little bit problematic. But that is because of the PY3. PY3 is a pigment which is more mediocre in light fastness, and it will visibly fade over time. It will, in most cases, not vanish completely, but it definitely will fade. So yeah, be aware of that. The other pigment used in this set is PY216, which is Hokkaido Orange. I do have a single pigment version from that from A Gallo. Definitely a pigment I hope to see more brands using or offering as a single pigment color in future, because it is a very strong glowing orange which granulates, and that is definitely like the zircon yellow. We don't have a lot of granulating oranges which are not earthy colors. So yeah, absolutely gorgeous color. The color itself is, the gold citrine is a beautiful color as well, and we do have a visible granulation and color separation effect. Same goes for the lime sparkle, by the way. The fairy conch pearl is the second color which contains the white. That is the last color I've swatched in the upper row at the moment. It also contains the zircon yellow PY159, PW6, the white again, and PR188, which is a very glowy, light, super transparent red, which looks very similar to a quinacridone red. Both pigments, the quinacridone red and the PR188, are pigments I do love. The granulation we see is super low in this here, and the color separation is there, but it is also very, very subtle. The first color in the second row is Mandarin Carmelian, and that is definitely my personal favorite of all the colors. It is also a mix of PY159 zircon yellow and the PR188. We have a very glowy color which has area that are red, more yellow and orange, and we have a beautiful color separation and granulation effect here. And then we have the cranberry punch I've swatched just now. It is again PY159 and PV19. Because the PV19 has a much higher tinting strength than the PR188, it is more pinkish here, and the yellow is more subtle. The granulation is also a lot lower. I think the amount of yellow they've used in this color is a little bit lower probably as well, so the effect is not as strong as in the Mandarin Chameleon. The color I'm swatching now is called Chiffon Pink. It is a mix of PR233, which is Potter's Pink, and PV15 Ultramarine Pink, Violet. Sorry, not pink, Ultramarine Violet. It looks a lot like the super rare pigment we have in the single pigment set. I don't, something with orchid was the color name. The shade is very similar. We don't have a color separation effect here because probably the amount of PV15 is not very high, just to get the Potter's Pink to a much cooler version. Yeah, the other pigment, the rare pigment I'm thinking of, which looks similar, like I said, the link for the video is in the description box below. It is the Kusakabe single pigment set Warm, which includes this one and also different versions of the Potter's Pink, which is a very beautiful granulating, earthy pink. Yeah. Then the Geographic is a brownish granulating color, also not really offers a color separation effect. So we have again the PB14, the cobalt violet, PBR11, which is also a granulating pigment, a brown, and we have PG50. PG50 is a cobalt pigment and it can make beautiful turquoises, but it also can make lighter green colors. So if you are remixing colors like that, where you have pigments which can make completely different colors, it is always a trial and error thing. What version did the brand use here? Did they use the turquoise one or did they use the green one? My personal guess would be more the green version, but you can't be sure if you're not trying it. That is why I, of course, will include all the colors here in the How to Mix series. So yeah. Then the color I've swatched now is called Phantom Mist. We have PB29 Ultramarine Blue and PR102, which is the natural version of the red iron oxide, probably in a version like an English red or Venetian red, like a opaque brick red. And we also have a PY53. I wasn't sure about the light fastness about this pigment, therefore I looked it up, and it is light fastness is excellent, so best light fastness. The last color in this row is called Raven Butler, and this is also a color where we don't have a color separation effect, which is very disappointing because it is a mixture of three pigments. We have two granulating pigments. We have PBK11, which is the black iron oxide, and we have a PB36. It's again a cobalt pigment that can make two different colors, this darker cerulean blue color and dark turquoises. My personal guess is they use the blue version because you really don't see anything, and the dark turquoise has a higher tinting strength as the and is darker in color in general than the cerulean blue, and yeah, it really doesn't show. Then we have a PBK7, a carbon black, which is also a decision I personally don't understand. We already have a black in here. Why add another black? And it just looks like a black iron oxide with nothing in it. So yeah, it is personally a disappointing color. The glitter you see here is so much stronger in reality. It is super, super glittery. I know the camera won't show it properly, but imagine the shiny blizzard to be super, super strong in glitter. We have here with the shiny blizzard the PBK23. I think this is also one of the rare pigments in the Kusakabe single pigment set Cool. I will put a link, like I said, in the description box. We have also the PB60, which is indanthrene blue, and PW20, which is the mica powder. Mica powder is made from muscovite, which is the stone or mineral which is the glitter powder made of, and in the green version it is called fuchsite, which probably a lot of people already have heard, because I know that Daniel Smith, for example, offers a fuchsite genuine color. So my personal favorite are the Mandarin Chameleon, the Lime Sparkle, the Drift Eyes, the Phantom Mist, and yeah, I do like also the Shiny Blizzard. It is something a little bit different. You could remix the color also without the glitter, and it would also be a nice color. The Gold Citrine and the Fairy Conch are nice to look at as well, but like I said, there is a little bit of the light fastness problem. The more disappointing colors for me are the Raven Butler at the first spot, the geographic. Also because it looks like a raw umber, and yeah, you can easily get a raw umber, which is a single pigment. You don't need a 3-pigment mix which looks like a raw umber. So those are the most disappointing colors in my opinion. The chiffon pink and the Caribbean azul are a little bit disappointing because you have no visible color separation effect in here, but at least there are nice shades of nice color shades, and yeah, all the colors definitely have a nice visible granulation as well. And I think we do have some very unique color shades in the department of super granulating watercolors, because we normally don't have glowing yellows or greens like the gold citrine and the lime sparkle, or even the mandarin chameleon, like this glowing red-orangey color. Those are very strong glowing colors, and when you look at super granulating watercolors, you often see darker, moodier kind of colors, or at least darker colors like dark blues or dark violets and stuff like that. So those are very, very glowing colors for super granulating colors. So there are definitely some colors which are, from their color shade, very unique to super granulating watercolors. Yeah. I do like the Mandarin Chameleon, the Drift Eyes, the Phantom Mist, the Lime Sparkle. Those are my personal favorites. I would absolutely love to hear, what are your personal favorites? Are there colors in the set which you would like to buy or mix by yourself? What colors are for you personal disappointing? Like I said, for me, the most disappointing ones are the Geographic and the Raven Butler, because you can buy this color shade as a single pigment color. So yeah, that's for me personally not very recommendative colors. So yeah, like always with super granulating watercolors, it is a nice to have but not a must have. You can always mix colors like that yourself. You never have to buy a mixture. It is just a thing of yeah, nice to have. Or if you say it is a mixture which you will use massively, then that always is a reason to buy colors like that. Or if you are just like me, a little bit mixing lazy sometimes and enjoy having the color pre-prepared. So yeah, absolutely would love to hear your opinion. The quality of the paints is very good. I can't say anything negative about the quality. So nice artist grade watercolors. Yeah, the price is, I think, if you buy them individually, around 12 to, I would say, 15. With AliExpress, it is always very up and down with the prices, so you never can be 100% sure what the price is today. And the set, the whole set, I did buy it on sale. So because of my mobile phone broke, I can't. I don't have the AliExpress app at the moment on my new phone. I will have to wait until my old phone is repaired. So I can't 100% say what the price is, but I will put a link in the description box to the colors which you can buy as a set or open stock. So I put a link to the set and the open stock colors in the description box below. Then you can check the price yourself. So yeah, thank you so much for watching the video. I really hope it was interesting and helpful for you. And yeah, like always, a thumbs up or a follow is highly appreciated. So thanks a lot for that. It really helps me in the channel. And yeah, hope to see you soon in one of my other videos, and that you have a wonderful day. Bye bye.